Now that you guys heard about what Zero said, I know a lot of y'all are poking holes, and you have my full permission to share the video and share what he said and what I said. You guys have my full permission to spread that one as well. I have another one. You guys have my full permission to take that conversation that me and Zero had and spread it around. You have my full permission. So, now that you've all listened to what I've been dealing with when it comes to Zero, can we sit and talk now? We can sit and talk now? Okay, let's sit and talk. Good morning, because right now it's 3:28 a.m. For others, it's probably somewhere around up. Good morning, how are you all? I'm Chiharu. I'm a Blood Queen main. I've been playing Elsword since December 2014 on the NA server. I joined Elsword as Grandmaster main. Then, when Crimson Avenger came out, and I migrated to Void Elsword in January 2015 as a Crimson Avenger main. Then I became a Blood Queen main because, you know, Crimson Avenger had to level up, you know. When Void Elsword tragically shut down in September 2019, that's when I quit Elsword. I thought I wasn't going to play Elsword for good. The person you heard in the recent video is my boyfriend Zero. I met him on Void Elsword. So I've known Zero for several years. I've known Zero for several years. So he's been with me for several years. He's talked about Elsword even after he's come to me to talk about Elsword even after I quit Elsword. Every time I was just talking to my friends about closers, which is what I did. I went to Cold Closers after Void Elsword shut down, and I had even been doing with drama on Cold Closers. He would just come to me and talk to me about Elsword and everything. I just sat and listened because I care about Zero and everything. And he did this for years. He would come to me and rant to me about Elsword. This is hard, this is something, blah blah blah. And I would sit and call while he complained about Elsword and, you know, whine about Elsword and so forth, no offense. For years. But after years, he finally convinced me to pick up the game again. After all that talking, all that ranting, insta joining the voice chat where I meant just to stream Elsword or Destiny 2. He registered Destiny 2, by the way. He finally did it. He finally got me to pick up Elsword. In July 2025. I have been playing Elsword. I have returned to Elsword. It's been 2 months since. Ever since I returned back to Elsword, whenever I try to talk to him about it, he has cut me off. I've had to get on him about it because I'm trying to discuss Elsword with him, because I had a feeling that when I come back and I see some of the stuff that he talks about regarding Elsword, I was going to be able to poke holes in it. As you can see, he don't like when I poke holes in some of the stuff that he said. He's been trying to justify it for the longest time. As you see. You guys saw how after I got done with that fuck ass calculator, you guys saw how he started poking holes in a lot of things that I said and so forth. I had been debating on whether or not I should really talk to him about Elsword, because how can I have a conversation with you if you keep talking over me and can't even own up to your shit? And add on the fact that he is 4 years older than me too. It's not looking good on his behalf. He looks immature. He's looking hella immature. And quite frankly, I'm going to say what everyone's thinking as they're listening to that. He sounds like an elitist. He sounds like an egoistic elitist that's whining. He sounds like just a generic whale. I'm going to say what everyone's thinking. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I see. I love him, but I love him, but I also can point out some flaws. But that's the thing. I love him. But I can point out some flaws. But hi, hello, I'm Chiharu. I'm a blood queen man, as you can see from my skill bar. I also main Empire Sword on the side. I'm actually just an Elysis main, because I currently haven't built up Adrestia and Flamelord, which I will do somewhere down the line. I'm taking my time going from Blood Queen to Empire Sword, from Empire Sword to Adrestia to Flamelord. Yes, and yes, I do plan on picking up a healer alt somewhere down the line as well. That's also in my queue. Which support alt that I will pick up, that will be a surprise to all of you. Well, maybe 1 or 2 friends know which support alt I'm going to pick up. But anyways, hi, hello, nice to meet you. And it's nice to rejoin the LSO community. Now let's talk. Now that you guys understand what I was trying to say for the past 2 videos, we can finally have this conversation. I just wanted to use him as an example. I just wanted to use him and his way of thinking as an example, because it's not just him thinking this way, it's a lot of other people thinking this way as well. That's why I want them to wake the hell up. Wake the hell up and remember it's a game, not a 9-to-5 job that you clocked in for that you didn't necessarily ask for. Well, in a way, since we're all playing that sort, this is a 9-to-5 job that you technically did ask for. No offense. Stick with me though, I'm gonna draw the point home. Just need to sit up, cause I just woke up. Stick with me though. Okay? Stick with me. So now that y'all heard my goofy ass boyfriend. No offense, Sam. I still love you, Zero. But you do be acting goofy. You have some goofy ass takes sometimes. But I still love you though. See, that's the thing. We had a conversation about enabling hybrid parties. I've been doing some hybrid parties, and it has worked out for me. But it's like, I've even done a hybrid party for Supertime. Ever since we got this content update, I've been able to do hybrid parties. We had to maneuver and everything without support and so forth, but for the most part, we do finish dungeon. We do. Yeah, when everyone does their part. Also, if you're asking me how does Blood Queen currently feel, because we just got this update, she feels good actually. She feels good actually. I feel like I can easily get into Blood Hit more, and that's what I struggled with that bar. You know the bar that I just lost? I struggled with that bar. So I was especially happy that we were losing that bar, because I struggled with that bar coming back. But again, I'm still in the process of relearning Blood Queen. She is so much different compared to what she was 6 years ago. Would you believe me if I told you that I literally had to sit down and make a cheat sheet prior to this content update? Because I didn't know that there was a content update. There's going to be a content update until I was told. So would you believe me if I told you that I literally had to sit down and actually pull up Google Documents and create a cheat sheet just to note her passives and how her bar works before this happened. So now that cheat sheet, I take that bar out. Notes on the bar out, and then I gotta just keep the notes on passives and so forth. So I actually was in the process of relearning Blood Queen. So they're making this a little bit easier. It makes it a little bit easier for me to adapt to and pick up on. So the reason why in the recent video that I skipped talking about Blood Queens is because the people on here, including this idiot and who's currently in voice chat with me, I just muted. Let's just say they have been having wild takes on Blood Queen, so I stopped wanting to talk to people about Blood Queen because, yeah, they be having some opinions. I had to really stop talking about bi when it comes to closers because some of these people be having some wild ass takes. I'll give you a good example for the bi one. Bi is weak because I don't know how to play her. She needs to have a staff because she needs 2 damage. And I'm a Seha main, so I'm going to bully Bi for 2 years and counting. But I'm just joking, but when in reality I'm frustrated because I don't know how to play her. Now doesn't this sound familiar? Oh wait. There has recently been a Blood Queen guide that's been posted. And people who don't quite know how Blood Queen is and have some opinions, they shit talk that Blood Queen guy, but that's the best we got. So it is what it is. And this is my, I believe, 4th video I've mentioned that part. Yeah, that's why in that recent video I stopped wanting to talk about Blood Queen. Another thing, I tried to talk to him about Empire Sword because he told me when I first came back to build Blood Queen with strength skills, and that is Empire Sword, not Blood Queen. And I tried to tell him that, and you want to know what he told me? He tried to justify that by telling me that, there's going to be changes to S scale soon, so it don't really matter. When I'm talking about the actual skills himself, and that was him supposedly trying to talk about the actual skills himself, when in reality, I'm literally talking about the skill set, the skill kit. Matter of fact, I will switch to Empire Sword. Come here, y'all. Matter of fact, let's switch to Empire Sword. I want y'all to see for yourselves. So let's switch to Empire Sword. One bravery skill, 2 bravery skill, 1 strength, 2 strength, 3 strength, 4 strength, 5 strength, 6 strength. Total of 10 skills. 2 bravery skills, 2 laughter skills, 6 strength skills in my bar just to do damage and so forth. This is required, by the way. Don't really care much about these, but I'm also focused about these. She's strength skill based. Yes, she got other skills, but she's more so strength skills based at the end of the day. I don't know quite well about Flame Lord, but I do know Adrestia is bravery based. I still need to read about Flame Lord before I can comprehend. Now let's come back to Blood Queen, shall we? Because earlier when I tried to tell him that Blood Queen is bravery based, as in the skills that you'll be focused on the most, even though you'll be focused on all 10 of your skills, count with me. 1 bravery, 2 bravery, 3 bravery, 4 bravery. 4 bravery skills, right? But we have 6 in our skill, right? Now I have a very wonky gameplay and so forth. So yeah, 2 tendency, 2 strength, 3 strength really. So this is actually supposed to be this is like my clearing and so forth. I usually try not to use this because I'm usually using it for like clearing and so forth. This is one of her clearing skills, by the way. One of them. It's not as strong as something like Balance Breaker or Mega Burst because these got quite hitboxes. And yes, I use the regular buff balls. I switch between the two. Before someone comes at me about that, I actually switch between the two. So I use that for hover over it. Look where it says dungeon. Look under Inflict Curse of Blood, where it says that all resistance decreased by 300, duration 1 second, and so forth. And yeah. So then I switch between that. I keep that in mind, and I also switch between 1 and 2. So all in all, I actually use buff falls, but when it comes for like clearing, like say a general dungeons and so forth, I actually use buff falls for more range and so forth, for more reach. Now, that's also why I had the Burning Phantom, because Burning Phantom, it works similar to Blazing Wing. If you guys are familiar with how Blazing Wing bounces off enemies and so forth, yeah, Burning Phantom does the same. Otherwise, when I'm in like boss dungeons, this is actually my build. Sometimes I forget to switch skills because I do be forgetful at times, including the stone apples and Savage White Land and so forth. But this is actually my skill build. So my actual skill build: 2 actives, 2 strengths, 2 tendency, but 4 bravery. That makes her bravery base, right? Because these 4 are her main damage skills and so forth. But she focused mostly on 1 and 2, and 3, and 4. Well, you focus on all 4 really. But at the same time, the extra skill thingy, right? Okay. I just want to get y'all a little quick fun now. So follow me. See, yeah, this is exactly why I wanted. Yeah, this is exactly why I wanted things to change. Cause, I'm gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings. I already know. I'm gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings with this. I'm well aware there's a bunch of elitists running around, telling people shit and so forth, formulating their own opinions. You're right to have your own opinion, but some people's opinions are flawed. You can poke holes in them. Some people forget that at the end of the day that this is a game, and at some point you have to go outside and touch some grass. Some of the people who are elitists and have egos and so forth don't actually touch grass. They just stay in the house all day, sheltered, not going through hard times like your actual 9-to-5 job, and actually going outside and taking a walk every now and then if things get too rough for you. Yeah, we have people like that. And not only that we have people like that, we also have people who get kept. Now, you can't really, now with this new patch that we have, continue off of the important messages video, at the second half, if y'all pay attention to that one. Now we have less gatekeeping, which is good. Because there were some people gatekeeping. There were some people gatekeeping a whole lot of people. Now with this new update, there should be less gatekeeping. Now people can actually start formulating parties. Disregarding the fact that we literally just got the update, so that's why people are coming back and so forth. But as you can see, there are more people showing up, which is good. This is exactly what we wanted. A solo mode. So if people who are strong enough can do damage, couldn't get into raid or so forth, you at least have a solo mode, which is good. That's what we want. So let's see how things go from here. Although I will say that I personally feel bad that they're taking away some of the universal buffs and are taking away some of the synergy buffers and apply them only to that specific class, just to make the supports more, supports more valuable. I feel bad that they did. I'm starting to feel bad that they did that, but I understand. Still feel a little bad though, but I do understand. So let's see where it goes from here. Yeah, let's see where it goes from here, because it depends. And also, I wonder if he knows that there are hitboxes issues in every game, and he went on that rant. I don't know what goes through it. Sometimes I question what goes through his head. If you want me to be honest, sometimes I question what goes through his head. Yes, even I question sometimes what goes through his head. And low-key starting to not really want to talk to him about those sort, because he be having opinions like these. And it feels like I can't really tell him anything that he really needs to hear. He don't want to own. It feels like he don't want to own up to things that he said that are actually wrong, but he wants to stand on it, and he sounds a little prideful. Cause I did try to call him out on some things, and as you can see, he tried to defend that choice. And as you can see, y'all saw what I was met with, right? There's a lot of people in the community like that. So it's not just him. Even though he's definitely bad, but there's also others as well that will stand on stuff like that. And if I were to say anything with, general game knowledge that I have, they're not gonna like me. Let's just say that. For certain people in TC, I'm not well liked because I call people out on their shit, and people don't like when I call people out on their shit, so they attack me like that. You can go through my past videos, even discussion videos, where I've been attacked, or I've been somewhat slightly bullied because of the background noise that I have, the fucking smoke detector that be running in the background and so forth that I can't really help. Trust me, if I could fix it, I would. I'm telling you right now, if I could fix it, I would. But I have to make do with it for the time being, so it is what it is. But I can tell you this. Waking up, getting everybody to work together and changing and turn things around so shit like this can never happen. Cause the company can only do so much. The staff on each and every individual server can only do so much. But we all have to unite together as a community. And if we fight and continue to hold grudges, nothing will get changed. Now I know it's a long shot, but we do have to work together. That's why I said do not attack 7-Eleven in the important message. We all, included 7-Eleven, have to work together as a team to overcome this. In terms of, say, a character got nerfed, and we all know about it. And we all know somebody who is mainly say a character. And we all say one of us have a support and so forth. We can help that person. There's no shame in it. There really is no shame in playing in a character. There are some people who will actually understand. Yeah, it's rare. It feels like it's rare because where we currently at right now. People got grudges for a whole lot of things. It don't matter what. People got grudges for a whole lot of things. It can be a difference in opinion. It can be really anything. And we can't be right now, same thing for closers. Right now, we all can't be fighting. We all should be uniting, not fighting. Yeah, some people have said something, whatever, but like, when it comes time, there's gonna come time when we're all gonna have to come together, and we're all gonna have to work together. I got a feeling that time may be soon. So it would be nice, even though it's a long shot, it would be nice putting some things aside. But at some point, we're all gonna have to work together on a whole lot of things, like hell, even rioting, because I know y'all tired of this shit. Somewhere back is agreeing and saying, yeah, I too am tired. Yeah, I too am tired of this shit. I too am tired of getting gatekept. I too am tired of being held back on playing the character that I actually want to love. I too am tired of dungeon on characters that I really don't feel like playing. Like, that's what makes a person miserable on a game. That's what makes them not want to outplay a game. And that's what makes them want to quit. When they can't play, when they can't do what they want to do, what they initially want to do. Especially if that's their initial goal. If that's their overall goal. Playing characters they love and so forth. And if they can't do that, they're not going to want to play the game. And the company loses out on that money and so forth. But I do see they are trying to fix some things. The problem that I had is they should have had it like this from the beginning. But Zero's up here like, well, you see, they thought that it was going to be that way, but they realized that we weren't going to have it this way, so they force fixed it. They should have had a force fix. Something that I would like for KOG to keep in mind is that some of these mechanics and so forth that be making things, I know, I said but that be making content making a run for content take like an hour or so forth. The average player right now have no offense, please don't feel offended, but it's a lot of people nowadays. A lot of people nowadays got either a short attention span, ADHD, autism. That has been quite common, especially here in the gaming community. That has been here quite common. You will run into somebody that got like ADHD, autism. There's no shame in having it. It's harder for them, but they do push through, which I salute them, because I know it's gotta be rough. And short attention span, because we're also used to TikTok, and some of us are actually parents at the microwave generation. Talking about Gen Alpha now. So we also have this, and then we also consume TikTok and so forth. So we want things fast and quick and everything. So the fact that some of these people are actually trying to clear Doom because they want the weapon and sit in those hour-long plus runs and everything, I salute y'all. Y'all doing great. That means I really want to play this game. Even though y'all complain about this game, deep down y'all actually love this game. You're just like us. You're just like us. Y'all too want this game to be fixed. Y'all too want these underlying issues to get fixed. Deep down, even though y'all complain about the game too, deep down y'all too want these underlying issues fixed. Same thing for closers, because some of these people are actually nerfing closers as well. Y'all too want issues on elsewhere fixed. That's why y'all complain and y'all yell and y'all rage about some of the things that happen. And I understand. I sympathize. I empathize even. I both sympathize and empathize. So I get it. And like I said, what the part where I said they're victims too. Did y'all hear how brainwashed Zero is? Aside from the fact of him being like, yeah, these are my own aside from him telling me prior to this, these are my own take, these are my own opinions. Y'all hear how brainwashed she is? And keep in mind, it's a lot of people sounding like this. Brainwash. Y'all hear how brainwashed she sound? That sounds heartbreaking, does it? I know he sounds stupid as fuck. Because some of the shit he did sound stupid as fuck. I gotta be real with him. No offense. That did sound stupid as fuck. But did y'all hear how brainwashed? Fuck all that. Forget all the stupid shit he actually just said. That I literally just sat through. Fuck all the stupid shit he just saw. Fuck all the stupid, goofy ass shit and takes that he said that I just sat through. Did you guys hear how brainwashed he sounded? And we have to keep in mind, you and me, the viewer, you, me, and the audience. We have to keep in mind that there are other people sounding like him, and possibly even worse, which is heartbreaking. There are other people in this community sounding as brainwashed, if not even more brainwashed than he is. He sounds brainwashed. This is heartbreaking to hear. He sounds brainwashed. He sounds miserable. He sounds brainwashed. There are other people that sound like this too. That's why I want change. So you don't have to sound like how he sounded. So you don't have to feel like you're working a 9-to-5 job on here. You can actually play the character that you want. This is why I'm encouraging you guys to play the characters that you love. Play the characters that you actually want to play. Stay on that business. This is why. This is heartbreaking. And it's frustration. It's frustrating. It's pissing me off. That people sound like this. I came back 6 years. I came back and people still sound like this. They were gatekeeping people for 6 years, acting like this for 6 years, sounding as brainwashed as this for 6 years. This still been happening for 6 years, y'all. The 6 years that I've been gone. This is heartbreaking. Y'all let this happen. Y'all let this carry on for more than 5 years. How could y'all? Y'all really fell this far for over 5 years? Y'all let this happen for over 5 years. That's the heartbreaking part. Y'all been doing this for over 5 years. This gatekeeper, y'all never tried to fight back. Y'all ain't never riot or anything. Y'all just let this happen. Y'all enable this and let this happen as a community. I know some of y'all actually didn't want this to happen. Y'all just didn't stick to the status quo. I salute y'all. Y'all the real ones. Keep fighting. Keep doing your part. Keep fighting. Let them know that it's okay to play with kids that they want to play. Y'all gotta help them with this. Keep fighting. This is how we're going to slowly change it. Keep fighting. Stick to your belief. If you know that you can play the character that you love, stick to your belief. There can be one other person in a room with you that believes the same things you believe. That's enough to change the world. That's enough to change everything and turn everything around. So the ones in the back who also like me believe that you can play any character you want to play, whether they're nerfed or not, stay on it. Don't let them change your ideal. Don't let them change your mind. You can. You actually can. Don't let that stop you. You actually can. And for now, we have to keep supporting people who are having this issue until they realize that they can play other characters that they want to play, that they love.
that they actually want to main. The character that holds dear to their heart. They just simply forgot. So we have to remind them. I know it's hard, I know it's rough, but we have to keep fighting. We have to. We have to keep fighting. Because this is heartbreaking. And the fact that people spent and they thought that if they spend more, it would make things better, and it haven't been making things better, and they just don't know what to do, and they burned themselves out, and they quit for good and put it down. I understand. You done what you could, but the ones who are still playing, and they believe the same way I believe, that you actually can play the characters that you love, and everyone deserves to be happy, we have to keep fighting. The community won't change overnight. But our light still has to shine slowly and surely before everyone wakes up and realize our light still has to shine. We still have to shine our light into our friends who are in the dark. Before they realize and remember that this, at the end of the game, this is a game. This is a game. We have to stay patient. It's heartbreaking. It's frustrating. It makes even some of us depressing. But we have to stay strong. Everyone has to do their part. We know the company don't be making the best decisions. We're well aware of that. But at the end of the day, we still gotta do our part. We still gotta be there for our friends and loved ones and people we care about. We still have to do our part. Even if it's frustrating and we want to punch the shit out of them and we want to throw them off a cliff sometimes, we still have to do our part. So let's continue to do our part. And if you can, send this message around. We still have to do our part.